Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here, and if you want to come to the buyer class this weekend, links just over there. If you want to come meet me at Starbucks or anywhere, it doesn't have to be Starbucks, but the point is that if you want to get some questions answered one-on-one, nice and easy, you can do that too. And then there's also the option to come on a tour of homes, which what we do is we actually introduce you to different neighborhoods, and we try and keep it within the price range that you're looking for so that you can see what your money gets you and actually take a tour inside. Probably we have time usually on a tour for 4 or 5 places, just to kind of see the different layouts and what's available. So very valuable tour. We do them 7 days a week, and so 1, 2, 3 is all over on that side. We have 8 properties today. So the first one up is 1487 Maple, number 206, 239.9, which I think is a pretty good price. It's a 1-bedroom plus a den, and you can see that the kitchen opens up to the living area, and then you also have the bedroom plus you've got the den, and it's big enough to do something like this or to do an office. Much more valuable, and at least in my eyes, to just a plain 1-bedroom. And yeah, I think this one has it going on. I think that that's a perfect price for what they're basically selling. Bernard is 329.8, and what's interesting is that if you go over to some of the new parts, even things on the other side of Thompson, which are still probably 5-6 years old, this one's maybe closer to 10, maybe just a little bit over that. You're going to see that they're 350. So significant savings being over here. I like that there's lots of green space around this area. So McDowell and Bernard, surrounded by green space. There's parks, so if you have a dog or if you have children, this can be a great alternative to buying something a little more expensive with 2 stories. So 330 freehold. There's no condo fees. There is hardwood floors. There's an open concept area here. This is the only model of the 3 stories that has an eat-in. And one of the things that I saw when I was looking through the photos is that there's a stainless steel dishwasher, white appliances, and when you have 2 mismatched appliances, it's not the ideal. And I think that when you look at how cheap it is to go to the Sears outlet or where else, the Brick right now is pretty cheap. I mean, a whole kitchen set's $1,700. Take the dishwasher out, you're at $1,200. Would it make more of an impact having stainless steel here? And it's really just taking a plug out and getting that stuff down the stairs, or you could throw it over the balcony if you want, but that's up to you. Point is that for $1,000 or a little over $1,000, even up to $1,500, does it create the impact? They've got the hardwood. I think it would, for sure. I think that it's a smart investment to do something like that. There's the master, and then you have 2 smaller bedrooms, which aren't huge, but they're okay for kids probably under the age of 6. And there you go. So that one looks like it's priced pretty well. I mean, I think anything in that area, it's a little high compared to some of the recent sales. However, I think it's much cheaper and better value than going over to some of the new ones. Now, Minchin Way is 498.9. I guess the attempt there is to be under the 499 mark and to be the first one on the list before you have that cluster right before 500. It's an 1835 square foot plan floor. I really like the floor plan. I think it's a great floor plan. Very open concept here. Plus, you've got a room in the front of the house which could be used as an office or a formal living room or a kid's playroom or anything like that. So it's got a terrific floor plan. Nice upgrades and finishes, upgraded countertops. And you've got the 4-bedroom version upstairs. And yeah, you've got the upgraded bathroom counters, the California shutters. Yeah, I think this is a good place for this one. We don't see many of them cross over 5. I'm not even sure if any of them have in the past sold over 5, but I certainly think that this one has it all put together pretty well. And there's not a whole lot for sale in that 450 to 5 range that's really, really nice. So I think they're going to fit a nice little niche. Sprucedale is 564.9. And so you're looking at an older green park, and you can tell the pink color on the wall is just not a power color for any listing, no matter what. Taking this stuff off the side of the fridge makes an impact, but what makes it a bigger impact is to paint it the right color. And the whole house has colors that I don't know if they would be universally applicable to every buyer. So you've got purple, blue, purple. It's a tough one, and paint's one of the highest return, lowest cost things that you can do in a house. It's 102 feet deep, so it's a pretty good size, and you're close to the GO train, the highway, that kind of stuff. Now, Allen Crescent is 570. I don't love this angle because it doesn't show the double garage very clearly, but it's a double garage. Mattamy built a little phase, a little section on Allen Crescent with bungalows, and not many people know about it, but it's a 1 bedroom on the main floor plus 2 downstairs. It's a finished walkout. The stuff that we've seen, the bungalows in Milton, in the new parts that have sold in this price range are generally more than a 1 bedroom. They usually have 2 bedrooms, or they've got, a loft upstairs or something like that. So they're going to find it tricky to compete, I think, at this price point. But the bungalows just aren't out there very much, and so sometimes we can see wild variation in prices just because there might be demand, there might be no demand, and they've done a good job with it, the open concept with the upgraded countertops and so on. Now, it's also on a pie-shaped lot. I'm surprised they didn't put any pictures of this. Pie-shaped lot, and then it also backs onto green space, and it says it in the description, but I believe that they have to actually show that, and I think more area in the basement, like actually showing that the basement's finished, would have been a good thing to showcase. So it's I would say instead of like 2 or 3 pictures of the living room and that kind of stuff, mix it up, put some different shots. Now it's almost right next to James Snow, so it's like you've got the green space behind, but you've got the busier street and the noise. So do those things cancel out? Perhaps. In terms of value, like one might give you $15,000, one might take $15,000 away. So we kind of assume that something like that is a wash. So we've got Brush Road at 590, just off of Maple. So it's a good convenient location to get to a lot of things, the movie theater. So just on Maple there, and then you also have the Main and Thompson stuff, which I just mentioned, the library, the GO train, that kind of stuff is really, really handy to have close by. The home itself looks like it's been upgraded nicely. 4 bedrooms. I'm guessing by the room sizes, it's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 23 to 2,500 square feet, and it looks like it's got a wider front, and I'm not sure about the backyard, how wide it is back there. Nairn Circle 649. I think the competitive difference on this one is that it's got almost 3,000 square feet, which at 650 is pretty good, and they have a 3rd story loft. So that's going to be something that we just don't find in many homes, is that 3rd story loft. And I think I know which model it is, and if it is the model I'm thinking of, very, very nice floor plan. So the thing about this one is there's laminate on the main floor, and unless it's really good quality laminate, people aren't crazy about paying $650 for a home and then getting that kind of floor. It's always safer to do real hardwood and to say that it's real hardwood. Pine Ridge is 1.625. It's a bungalow. It's on about 2.2 acres, and you've got an in-ground pool. The home itself looks nice for sure. I look at something like this, and we've got a home for sale on 32nd Side Road. I'm going to put a link below the video. It's at, it's like $939, and same square footage, about 6,000 square feet of finished space. The area is basically, it's in the same pocket. This is just west of Acton, this Pine Ridge one, and also 32nd. 32nd's on 1 acre, this one's on 2.2, but I think the finishes are better on 32nd, and it's like $700,000 cheaper. So I look at this and I say, yeah, they've got a pool, they got a little bit more land for sure. The value I think is there, but at 1.625, it's to me it's hundreds of thousands of dollars more than what I could see a buyer paying for it. And it's a tricky price range too. I mean, especially over 1.5, it starts to get very interesting, and homes tend to sit around for a lot longer. So that's the list for today. If you have any questions, give us a call. And I mentioned those 3 options at the start of the video. We'd love to have a chance to just see you face to face and be able to help you stay safe and to do really well in your real estate experience. So have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.